Hello, my name is John Oakes, and welcome to this poster presentation on how to teach modern statistics when you don't have modern technology. Now, the problem I have is that I teach in a classroom that only has chalkboards, desk, and occasionally an old-style overhead projector like the one in the picture here, and it's so rarely used that, yes, sometimes it is even covered with a plastic bag. So, I've had to come up with some creative ways to try to engage my students who are used to having modern technology all around them every day. So one of the things I have done is taken a problem such as this one about steaks, and I've sort of tried to extend it to other concepts throughout the semester. And what I found out is that the students have really enjoyed the continuity of having one problem to focus on throughout the semester. So some of the questions I have asked about the stake data are, well, what's the cumulative frequency distribution? What's the relative frequency distribution? What's the percent frequency distribution? The histogram, the relative frequency histogram, all of this. And I thought to myself, well, what else can we do? Well, we can find the mean, the median, the mode, the mid-range, the mean from the frequency chart, the standard deviation, the quartiles, the percentiles. But that really was not enough for me. I said, well, what happens if, in addition to those 20 steaks, we have a restaurant that also has 20 pieces of chicken? And my students know from talking to me and listening to me throughout the semester that I love steak and I love chicken, and maybe that's part of the excitement for my students, is that I'm talking about a topic that I particularly enjoy, which is definitely food. And I asked the students, well, what's the probability of finding, for example, not chicken and not steak, or not chicken or not steak? Now, there's a lot of complicated wording in some of these, but taking the time in class to really hash out what is the negation of something, or the complement, or the conjunction, all of that is very relevant to our students because they are used to students actually giving them a problem that is very worded not so straightforward. So other initiatives I've taken besides extending one problem to multiple concepts throughout the semester is to rearrange the desk in the classroom so that students are working in small groups of about 6 students each. So when I say turn to your group and work on a problem, the students know exactly who they're supposed to be working with, and that has worked out very well because now instead of walking around to 36 individual students, I'm just walking around to 6 groups of students at a time. I've also used some other in-class activities which you can find at bit.ly/algebra games, and there is a statistics link at the top, or you can search around at other algebra type games that students in a statistics class might need to reinforce, especially with the summation notation, some of our formulas. And I've also implemented some supplemental instruction session for my statistics students, which are just an extra hour of free tutoring for them and free help for them before each class. Now, here's some other initiatives that you can see that I've been trying that are leaning toward the use of technology, but they're all sort of out of class activities and not something that is done within my classroom. And finally, here's the contact information for me, and thank you.